Hello and a very warm welcome. What a crazy eventful race at Baku. Let's get into the driver ratings. This should be fun. So we'll start with Sebastian Vettel. He got pole position. Safety car cost him the win. So I'll give Sebastian Vettel basically 10 being superb, 0 being crap. And I give Sebastian Vettel an 8. He got pole position. He was dominating the race. The safety car cost him big time. The Red Bulls collided, and that's where Seb lost the race. Really, went for it on Bottas on the restart, locked up, and then could never win the race. He was dominating the race till the Red Bulls collided, and that's where it went downhill. So Vettel 8 out of 10. Kimi Raikkonen 8 out of 10. Should have got pole on Saturday. Made a mistake. He would have been on pole by like 3 tenths. Contact with Ocon on lap 1, racing incident, and a good recovery to get back on the podium to P2, so I give Kimi an 8. On to the Red Bull boys. I'm going to do them together. Ricciardo and Max, 3 out of 10. They gave us great entertainment all afternoon, but it was inevitable there was going to be contact eventually. They were pushing the boundaries, and what happens? They collide. 22 points down the drain. I could go even harsher. 3 out of 10 for both of them. Cost the team valuable points. Not acceptable to crash. One rule in F1, don't hit your teammate. And that's what they did. They collided, cost the team a lot of points. So 3 out of 10. On to the race winner, the lucky race winner, Lewis Hamilton. 8 out of 10. Decent weekend, P2 in qualifying. First win of the season, and it was very, very lucky. He shouldn't have won the race, but I suppose he made no mistakes, kept his nose clean, and took what was there. So 8 out of 10. Bottas, 7 out of 10. Very unlucky. Should have won the race after the safety car restart. Got a puncture. Incredibly unlucky. I mean, what does he have to do? He's been quite unlucky this season, Bottas. Esteban Ocon, 5 out of 10. Much better by Force India. Best of the rest in qualifying, but contact with Kimi Raikkonen. Had a retirement. 5 out of 10 for Ocon. I mean, what can you do? He was out on lap 1, so you can't give him any higher, really. On to his teammate. On the podium, Sergio Perez. Very underrated. Constantly gets on the podiums in mid-table cars. He's underrated. Most successful Mexican driver now as well. So, great performance by Perez. 9 out of 10. Alonso, 8 out of 10. Damage on lap 1. His floor was damaged. 2 punctures. Managed to get it back to the pits. And managed to finish 7th. Unbelievable by Fernando Alonso. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for doing that. That was phenomenal. On to his teammates. Van Dorn, 5 out of 10. Solid, nothing spectacular. He was actually nowhere to be seen during qualifying the race, but with all the DNFs, Van Dorn capitalised to get points for McLaren. Kevin Magnussen, 2 out of 10. Been my driver of the season this season before Baku, but terrible all weekend qualifying in the race. Grosjean, 2 out of 10. I just have to laugh when I say Grosjean because shocking qualifying. Started last in the race, got himself up to 6, was having a worldie race, and then he goes and drops it under the safety car. The biggest fuck up you can do in F1 is what he did at Baku. It's going to be played on F1 Funnies for a very long time. Marcus Ericsson, 2 out of 10. Disappointing all weekend. His teammates in the points. He got 11th. No pace really all weekend. Charles Leclerc, 10 out of 10. Absolutely superb by the Frenchman. I'm a huge fan of his. He's had a disappointing start to the season, but great qualifying and great race. 8 points in the bag in a Sauber. Finishes P6. Driver of the day. Superb. Brendan Hartley, 5 out of 10. Embarrassing what he did in qualifying. I went in on him. He deserved it, but with all the DNFs, he's another one who capitalised, got in the points, gets his first point in his F1 career. Gasly, 2 out of 10. Literally all I've got written down for Gasly. Bad qualifying, bad race. Was lucky to survive in qualifying, not hitting the back of his teammate. Carlos Sainz, 9 out of 10. Great battles with the Red Bull, and he finishes basically best of the rest. The Red Bulls weren't there, so he's best of the rest, behind Mercedes and Ferraris. He had a great battle with Max. It showed great pace, and Carlos Sainz finally, he's didn't beat Hulkenberg in qualifying, but he's beat him in the race. Hulkenberg ended up hitting the wall. So Carlos Sainz, you got to give him 9 out of 10. Hulkenberg, 4 out of 10. Tough weekend for Hulkenberg. Beat his teammate in qualifying, but had a 5-place grid penalty, so that put him down to 14th. Had a great start to the race, was running in P5, overtook both Red Bulls, was looking good. He's in P5, and then he goes and hits the wall. So disappointing for Hulkenberg. You can't be hitting the wall. I mean, think about it. He would have been up there with Sainz, getting 5th or 6th, but he's hit the wall. That's twice now by Hulkenberg. He did it last year when it was chaotic. He hit the wall. He's done it again this year. He's hit the wall. With these races, you never know. Look at Perez on the podium. Maybe that could have been Hulkenberg if he didn't hit the wall. That is why he's always never got a podium in F1. Unbelievable statistic, really. On to Lance Stroll, 7 out of 10. Much better weekend for Williams. Better pace. He likes this track, Lance Stroll. Got a podium last year. He was my star of qualifying. I never did a star of qualifying. I forgot to do it. But he was my star of qualifying. P8 in the race. Kept his nose clean. Good couple of points. And then Sergei Sorokin. Much better from him. Good qualifying, but dreadful race. Was out of the race on lap 1. Retired. I don't really know about Sorokin. I'm not really a massive fan of him, but he had a better weekend. Qualified 12th, but dreadful race. Out on lap 1. So there's the driver ratings done. Let me know if you agree, disagree. So the top ones, Charles Leclerc, 10 out of 10. Carlos Sainz and Perez, 9 out of 10. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Who did I give the worst rating to? Gasly 2, Magnussen 2, Grosjean 2. Aye, the Red Bull boys with a 3 out of 10. Gave us great entertainment, but you can't crash into your teammate. 22 points down the drain. So yeah, that is Baku done. Qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings done. Charles Leclerc gets my star. 10 out of 10 by the Frenchman. Absolutely superb in the Sauber. And on we go to Barcelona next. Barcelona, Spain in 2 weeks. Can't wait. What an amazing Grand Prix weekend. Baku really does produce some world-class races. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Adios.